O worthy prince, given me justice.
Relate your wrongs. Here's Lord Angelo shall give you justice.
O worthy duke, you bid me seek redemption of the devil. Hear me yourself.
My lord, she hath been a suitor to me for her brother. She will speak most bitterly and strange.
Most strange, yet most truly will I speak. Angelo and his adulterous thief, a hypocrite, a virgin violator.
Away with her.
O prince, I conjure thee that thou neglect me not with that opinion that I am touched with madness. Angelo in all his dressings be an arch villain.
Many that are not mad have sure more lack of reason. What would you say?
I am the sister of one Claudio, condemned upon the act of fornication to lose his head.
I came to her from Claudio, and I desired her use her gracious fortune with Lord Angelo for her poor brother's pardon.
In brief he would not, but by gift of my chaste body release him. And after much debatement I did yield to him. And the next morn betimes he sends a warrant for my poor brother's head.
By heaven, wretch, thou knowest not what thou speakest.
With ripened time unfold the evil which is here wrapped up in countenance. Heaven shield your grace from woe, as I, thus wronged, hence unbelieved go.
An officer! To prison with her! Who knew of your intent in coming hither?
Friar Lodwick?
My lord, I know him. 'Tis a meddling friar. For certain words he did spake against your grace in your retirement. A very saucy friar, scurvy fellow.
I've stood by, my lord, and I've heard this woman most wrongfully accuse your substitute.
Know you that Friar Lodowick?
I know him as a man of divine and holy, and on my word, a man that never yet did misreport your grace.
My lord, most villainously believe it.
My lord, came I hither to speak as if from his mouth, first for this woman to justify this worthy nobleman.
Good friar, let's hear it. First let her show her face, then speak.
Pardon, my lord, I will not show my face until my husband bid me.
What? Are you married?
No, my lord.
Are you a maid?
No, my lord.
A widow, then?
Neither, my lord.
My lord, she may be a punk, for many of them are neither maid, widow, nor wife.
Silence that fellow.
Well, my lord...
My husband knows not that ever he knew me.
He was drunk.
For the benefit of silence, would thou wert so too.
Well, my lord...
She that accuses him of fornication accuses my husband and charges him with such time that I had him in mine arms.
And you say your husband?
Why, just, my lord, and that is Angelo.
This is strange abuse. Let's see that face.
My husband bids me.
Know you this woman?
Carnally, she says.
Sirrah, no more.
Oh, enough, my lord.
I know this woman, and there was some speech of marriage betwixt myself and her, which we broke off. Since this time of 5 year, I never spake with her, saw her, nor heard from her.
My lord, I am affianced this man's wife, and by Tuesday night last he knew me as a wife.
I did but smile to now. I do perceive these women are no more but instruments of some more mightier member. Let me have way, my lord, to find this practice out.
Aye, with my heart. There's another friar that set them on. Let him be sent for.
He indeed hath set the women on to this complaint. Your provost knows where he abides.
Go! And you do with your injuries as seems you best in any chastisement. I, for a while, will leave you.
Call that same Isabel in here at once.
Ah, here comes the rascal.
Sir, did you set these women on to slander Lord Angelo?
Where's the Duke? 'Tis he should hear me speak.
The Duke's in us, and we will hear you speak soon.
The Duke's unjust. Thus to retort your manifest appeal, to put your trial in the villain's mouth, to which you here come to accuse.
Take him hence, to the rack with him.
Be not so hot. The Duke dare not stretch this finger of mine, than he dare rack his own. Here in Vienna I have seen corruption boil and bubble. Laws for faults, but faults so countenanced that the strong statutes stand like the forfeits in a barber's shop, as much in mock as mark.
A slander to the state, away with him to prison.
I protest. I love the Duke as I love myself.
Away with him to prison. Where is the provost? Lay bolts enough on him, he shall speak no more.
Stay, sir. Stay a while.
You must be hooded, must you? Show your sheep-biting face and be hanged in an hour. Wilt not off?
What you have spoke I pardon. Sir, by your leave, hast thou or word or wit or impudence that yet can do the office?
Oh, my dread lord, I should be guiltier than guiltiness. Let my trial be mine own confession. Immediate sentence, then sequent death, be all the grace I beg.
Come hither, Mariana. Wast thou e'er contracted to this woman?
I was, my lord.
Go hence and marry her instantly. Return here again.
I am amazed at his dishonor.
Come hither, Isabel. Your friar is now your prince. I am still attorney at your service.
Oh, pardon me, my lord. I've employed and pained your unknown sovereignty.
You are pardoned. Your brother's death, I know, sits at your heart. But peace be with him. That life is better life past fearing death than that which lives to fear it. Comfort be with you, so happy is your brother.
I do, my lord.
For this newly married man approaching, you must pardon for Mariana's sake. But being criminal in double violation, the very mercy of the law cries out, an Angelo for Claudio, death for death. Haste still pays haste, and leisure answers leisure. Like doth quit doth, and measure still for measure. Then, Angelo, we do condemn thee to the very place where Claudio has stooped to death. Away with him!
O most gracious lord, I hope you do not mock me with a husband.
It is your husband mocked you with a husband? We do instate and widow you with all to buy you a better husband.
I crave no better man.
Never crave him.
My good lord, sweet Isabel, will you not take my part?
Against all sense you do importune her.
They say the best men become much more the better by being a little bad. So may my husband. Sweet Isabel, will you not lend a knee?
He dies for Claudio's death.
Most bounteous sir, let him not die. My brother had but justice in that he did the thing for which he died. For Angelo, his act did not o'ertake his bad intent.
Your suit is unprofitable. Provost, how came it that Claudio was killed at such an unusual hour?
It was commanded by private message.
For which I do discharge you of your office.
Pardon me, noble lord. I did repent me after more advice. One in prison that else should have died by private order, I have reserved alive.
Go fetch him hither.
I am sorry one so learned and so wise as you, Lord Angelo, should slip grossly into the heat of blood and lack of tempered judgment afterward.
I'm sorry that such sorrow I procure. I crave death more willingly than mercy.
This prisoner that I saved is like almost to Claudio as himself.
If he be like your brother, for his sake he is pardoned. And for your lovely sake, give me your hand and say you will be mine. Angelo, your evil quits you well. Look that you love your wife. She, Claudio, that you have wronged, look you restore. Joy to you, Mariana. Love her, Angelo. And forgive him, Angelo, that brought you home the head of Ragazine for Claudio's. Dear Isabel, I have a motion much imports your good. What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine. So take us to our palace, where we'll show what's yet behind that's meet you all should know.